I did want to talk about the 4 young kids found in extreme unsanitary conditions at a South Boston apartment. And you might say to yourself, well, what do you want to talk about that for? I mean, it sounds like a terrible story, but what's the news with that? Well, public officials in Massachusetts are expressing their disgust after 4 young children were found to be living in squalid conditions at a South Boston apartment. First responders were called in to an apartment in the Mary Ellen McCormick complex on Saturday night after receiving a report that someone had suffered a cardiac arrest. So according to authorities, the children, all under the age of 10, were found in an apartment with sex toys, drugs, alcohol, and, 6 cross-dressing men. An incident report was filed through the Boston Fire Department. That states that the kids were discovered by first responders after one of the adults in the apartment was found dead. Several adults in the apartment were also accused of hiding the kids in the back room. So according to the incident report, there were extreme unsanitary conditions in this apartment unit, and all of the people in the apartment were uncooperative with the firefighters and then eventually the police who got there. So let me reset that scene for you. 6 cross-dressing men living in a disgusting pigsty. Somehow have 4 kids. Now, were they kids of one of the residents? Were they random children? Were they family members? Were they part of some underground sex trade? What was going on in the pigsty with the 6 transgender cross-dressers? I mean, why are we calling them cross-dressers now again? We're going back to the 60s, 70s for the terminology? Is that what fits the narrative in this one? So 6 cross-dressers, 4 kids, sex toys, drugs, alcohol, living in squalor. You don't want to put product placement in that apartment? No? Febreze? Bic razors? What? What kind of a commercial can we make out of this? No? Nobody wants to jump on board with these 6 cross-dressers? Give them a big fat contract to be their spokespeople? Imagine if it was 6 priests. How would that go over? 6 clergy members with 4 kids under the age of 10. Sex toys, drugs, and alcohol. Interesting. How would the media treat that one? Although we're living in a world now where I guess the kids are completely on their own. Right? Kids are on their own. Nobody's out there now to protect the kids anymore. Maybe 6 clergy members with sex toys and, living in a flea-infested, dirty brothel type of an apartment. Maybe that would fly under the radar too, although that connection with God, of course, would cause the progressives to lose their minds. So I'm thinking about the significance of the cross-dressers. And were they cross-dressers, or why are we not calling them transgenders anymore? It says cross-dressers in this story. So it's 6. Is cross-dressers different than transgenders? It's only a couple minutes long, but it's from a television station, ABC television station in Boston.
Responders were called here to these apartments on Saturday for an apparent cardiac arrest. When they got here, they discovered someone had died and also found that several people were hiding children in a back room. Tonight, 4 children less than 10 years old are in DCF custody after authorities and public officials say they were found in an apartment with 6 cross-dressing men, sex toys, drugs, and alcohol. Firefighters discovered them after one of those adults died at the apartment.
So let me just jump in for a second. Can you picture this scene? 6 disgusting cross-dressing men. The stench in that apartment must have been foul. I'm sure they've got the techno beat pumping, right? The lights, the strobes. Everybody's having a good time. Doing a little cocaine, maybe smoking some pot, drinking, all the sex toys all over the place, and 4 scared little kids. I don't know, milling about in dirty diapers. Men making out in the corner. Who knows what else is going on. Then someone drops dead. What do? Joe's dead. Had a heart attack. Too much cocaine. Now I got to call somebody. Can't just put him in a body bag and dump him in the river. So they call the cops, and then one of these she-men takes the kids to the back room to hide them from authorities. Let's see. Suspicious is, I guess, the word I'm looking for. How suspicious is that? And then nobody in the apartment wants to cooperate. They should all be in jail right now.